I have to keep searching for a path toward reality.
И мы снова с Коломбиной. Блин. Ну ладно, мы сочтемся на том, что наверху ничего нет, только пустота.
This should do it. The last 2 times I tried to influence reality in this space, it consumed a lot of Kuvaki. I'll try and be more careful this time. I need to leave key clues behind using less power. I hope everyone still remembers what I said on Moon Prayer Night.
Это тоже выглядит как где-то в нашем городе. Мгм.
Nothing here either. Flints?
Ah, Miss Nefer.
What are you doing here? Unless...
I just spoke with Iiiii about arrangements for the search and came for a walk nearby. As for you, why would... Huh. It appears we think along similar lines. And neither of us likes to accept things at face value.
А,
As well as figuring out how to gather intel on the Traveler, I wanted to confirm some of my own suspicions. Also, we'll need to bring a lot of force to bear against Dottore, even if we're only looking to rescue the Traveler. We can't leave anything to chance. You don't think Colombina perished either, do you?
I'm merely considering the possibility that she survived, just as you are. How much can we really know about a deity like her?
Do you remember what she said on Moon Prayer Night? About using moonlight to send
мгм,
messages to
мгм.
us?
Of course. I think that's why we're both here.
Where have you checked so far?
I've been focusing on the outdoors. Anywhere the moonlight shines. I checked most of Nasha Town, but didn't find anything.
I checked the Curatorium of Secrets and a few rooms where I thought I might find some leads. But no luck here either. The only places I haven't looked yet are the rooms in the flagship. But process of elimination isn't the only thing that brought me here.
Oh, really? What's...
After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once.
Huh? Am I imagining things?
А,
Come on, let's see what's going on.
Oh no. I knocked over a vase as soon as I came in. It must have been caused
это
by a
все это время
Kuvaki
была
fluctuation when
Коломбина.
I entered the space. Although, it seems like I'm not about to be pulled away this time. It looks like as long as I'm careful with my actions, it doesn't count as influencing reality.
Мгм.
Anyway, is this the flagship? The Traveler mentioned that's where he was staying. I only went into the lobby last time, so I've never actually been here before. How does this space work? If nothing else, I can now be
Мгм.
sure
Да,
that
это
it
уже
is
не
not
просто
simply memory.
воспоминание.
He mentioned where his room was. I think it's this one.
Надеюсь, мы там убрались. Было бы неловко. Мгм. Они
The door
пришли
is
на
closed.
звук
But
разбитой
if this is
вазы.
anything like when I disappeared, then maybe...
Можешь просочиться сквозь нее. Неприятно, наверное.
I'm in. He and Paimon aren't here at the moment.
Ох, знала бы ты только, Коломбина.
I hope he's okay. I wonder what happened to him after that battle with Dottore. Best not to dwell on that for now. I need to try and leave them some clues. Please, traveler. I really hope you find this.
Ну,
Huh. Just a cat.
Nothing else here strikes me as noteworthy.
Didn't you stay here for a couple of nights once?
Before Rerir showed himself, yes. It's also where the traveler and I first met.
Did you notice anything unusual during your stay?
I remember thinking how much noisier the flagship is at night compared to the graveyard. Other than that, no. The traveler and Paimon were most congenial neighbors.
This is where they've been staying, yes? Over here?
That's right.
I wouldn't usually condone breaking and entering, but we can make it up to them later.
окей. Извинения заочно приняты.
Focus now. I have to write a message on the wall using Kuvaki, just like I said on Moon Prayer Night. Simply open your windows on nights when the moon shines bright, and the moonlight will naturally flow towards the words I have written. Here goes. I'll need to carefully control my strength.
Используйте долгое нажатие в определенной области, чтобы написать текст. Хорошо. Ага. Поняла? Красивый почерк.
There's a noise outside the door. Is he back? Please, you have to see these words.
Well, do you sense anything?
Unfortunately, no.
And this place was our last chance.
Not necessarily. We've only looked in Nasha Town so far. Miss Colombina said she would leave messages at her friends' dwellings. It's still worth checking where Miss Lauma lives and where I live.
Let's try and make some time to look into those then. Wait.
What are you waiting for?
Oh, Paimon might have overeaten slightly.
Ага.
What's that look for? This is a victory feast. It's normal to eat a little more than usual.
Ага. Это в разное время. Коломбина написала это в прошлом.
The traveler in Paimon. It's really you.
Мгм. Но
But why are they talking about a victory feast?
интересно, как долго сохраняется эта надпись.
Huh. You worried Paimon sick while you were out there fighting Rare. So this is your chance to make it up to her, alright?
Wait. So this is the night after the battle against Rerir.
Мгм. Да, тогда Лаума тоже услышала этот шум.
How did I end up here? That's quite a long time ago now.
А уже в настоящее время это действительно была, видимо, кошка.
Wait. Time.
Ага.
That's it. Every time I've entered reality within this space, it's been at an earlier point in time. Every one of those points has been before I fell into the moon's reflection.
Мгм.
And everything I've done to affect reality really did happen in the past. Does this mean that within the moon's reflection, time flows backwards? Starting from the moment I fell in?
М.
Not long till Moon Prayer Night now. It's gonna be even livelier than tonight. Although, it's gonna be sad saying goodbye to the damselette. She seems like a really nice person.
Paimon. No, I can't. Even if I make contact, they probably won't understand what's going on. And in any case, I'll likely get pulled away again if I do. Instead, I have to find a way to get them to notice what I've written using the moonlight. Wait, even I hadn't thought of doing that before Moon Prayer Night.
Мгм.
They'd never conceive of that possibility. Is there truly no other way?
Don't lose heart. We'll find a way somehow.
Хо-хо.
Huh?
Oh, you say that, but the Frost Moon is beyond the fall sky. If we wanted to go visit her, how would we make it through to the other side?
We might not have all the answers now, but I'm sure we'll find a way one day.
Guess someone's gotta be the optimist.
The present. The future. That's right. There are still things I can do.
What's your plan?
Flint's, when you were staying next door, did you ever open the window?
No. The rooms here are dark and damp. And there's such a buildup of dust on the windows that the moonlight can't even get in. I didn't think it was worth the trouble.
The moonlight.
I think I see where you're going. One moment.
Да.
I'll see if the owner is available.
Остается надеяться, что такая запись очень долго
Don't
сохраняется.
bother. Time is of the essence.
А,
Time. Even if no one sees what I've written at this moment,
мгм.
maybe someone will remember what I said after Moon Prayer Night. I need to write down as much information as I can. And maybe one day...
Huh? What's up with you? You can't even hold your cup steady. Are you getting tired?
A little.
Well, you should probably hit the hay then. You've had a really tough couple of days for you.
You truly have. You helped defeat Rerir, helped me reclaim my name, and you helped the others organize Moon Prayer Night. Wherever you are right now, I'm sure you're still fighting against the injustices of fate.
Это, конечно, все очень мило, но в то же время жутковато.
This is all I can leave for them. How I wish I could stay here, but it's time for me to go. I hope to see you again in the next time. And if the opportunity presents itself.
I will surely return to your side.
Huh.
Вот Это она все и тут исписала.
Коломбina. She's alive.
Not only that, but she's left us an entire wall's worth of clues. She even wrote down what would happen on Moon Prayer night. It's just a shame we found it too late.
I am here. Time in this place flows backwards. I am constantly moving forward.
It sounds like she's found a way to influence the past using Kuvaki. But her future is our past.
Да.
So, these words have been here ever since we defeated the Ray Hero Solnari. We just never discovered them. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Do you ever mull over questions like that?
Only when I'm in a good mood and at leisure.
Well, I never do. Everything that has happened already belongs to the realm of fact. As a business person, and especially an intel broker, what I do is extrapolate from those facts to try and read the future.
An admirable philosophy.
It's a means of survival. Let's go. We have a wall's worth of clues to share with the others.
Ага. Альбедо у нас работает с Андроне. Очень интересно на них посмотреть.
It appears that the Doctor's energy signature has changed to something similar to Kuvaki, but not like the Kuvaki we're used to. Nodkrai's Kuvaki devices will only have a limited effect on it. I can see why you've chosen to place your hopes in alchemy instead. Also, I must say these books are rather profound.
My subordinates just shipped them in from Fontaine. Some of them are from the Narcissus Ordo. Some are incident reports from
Неудивительно,
Petrichor,
что эти
and
книги
then there's a few
тяжеловаты.
test reports for these junk machines. Additionally, after some further scanning, I've discovered something extremely annoying.
What's that?
Teyvat's skies contain multiple moons. A long time ago, when I did my first scan, I detected 3, just as the legends say. But when I checked again just now, I detected 4 moons.
Какая-то лживая луна там
So there's one extra?
появилась.
Yeah. Originally, I thought that if I could still find 3 moons, that would at least mean Colombina's still alive. But then it occurred to me that apart from the frost moon, Teyvat's moons are just husks. And husks surely shouldn't show up in the scan, since they're not alive. It's weird, isn't it? If we can't even distinguish between a dead and a living moon, how are we supposed to know whether a moon goddess is still alive? Or does this mean that the moon marrows are equivalent to the moons themselves?
Возможно, в каком-то смысле, да. А 4-я луна — это 4-й светоч, который искусственно создал Доктора.
It's certainly possible. In which case,
Ага.
the 4th moon you detected may be Dottore's artificial creation.
So he wasn't bluffing. He really built his own moon marrow. Ugh, I'm so mad right now.
It's easy to get overwhelmed when you have too much on your plate. Maybe you need to relax. Perhaps try going for a walk, or simply take a few deep breaths.
Nothing can calm me down at a time like this. I need more time, and I need progress.
Додо-ка.
It's Mr. Flynn's.
I really hate that ringing tone. Ugh. First the 4 orthants of the Narcissenkreuz, then moon marrows. Now what?
Oh, sorry if we're disturbing you. Might I ask what's troubling you?
Обожаю Сандроне.
What do you want? We're busy.
Are you still at the Curatorium of Secrets?
Yeah. Look, everyone else is still out, so there's no hurry. Plus, I'm busy, so I would appreciate if you gave me some space.
Even though we have crucial intel to share?
Fine. I'm listening.
Do you intend to share it via the Dodo communication device?
Ordinarily, I would, but this is a unique situation. I think it's best that we discuss it in person. See you at the curatorium.
All right then. So, what's the situation?
The rest of the team is still out working on their missions and evacuations, but we've decided to fill you in on the most crucial information first.
Sandrone, you were right. Colombina is most likely still alive.
That's the best news we've received in a while. But
Random locations. Appearing in reverse order? Are you serious? Ugh, so not dying isn't enough for the moon goddess, huh? She has to show off too. Anyway, does this mean we can deduce her condition from the moon marrows?
Miss Sandrone, there's nothing wrong with simply admitting that you're happy to hear the good news.
Сейчас Альбедо проведет тебе альбедотерапию. Станешь шелковой и ласковой, как Дурин.
I'm not. And she's the least of our problems. We're facing a huge crisis. If she can't control the flow of time in there, she's just gonna keep moving backwards. Different points in time won't intersect, and she'll never find a way out.
Let's say life begins with a drop of water. When did time begin? The moment this planet came into being? No, that's not right. Her final destination would be the moment at which the space she is in was created.
But it doesn't seem like we can influence that space from the outside world. So how can we help her? Also, if she's alive, Rerir and Thalindus might be too. But as far as we know, neither of them have come back out. That space may not have an exit at all.
Ну вот и я тоже все задумывалась, где же там Рери и Талиндис.
I'm afraid I must concur with Miss Nefer in this.
Что же там с ними случилось?
Can't exactly argue with that. Let's leave it there for now. I've taken notes on everything you said.
Will it help with your research?
I doubt it's gonna help with breaking Dottore's energy fields. But who knows when it might come in handy. Better to have it all written down than try to remember everything when I need it. All right, I need to get back to my research. Mr. Albedo has made a lot of suggestions that will require my undivided attention.
Sure, I'll stay here. I have things to work on. Paimon, are you there? Oh, right. She went with Varka to Natland, didn't she? Good thing we've moved her and the Traveler's luggage in here. Speaking of the Traveler, where could they be? There's a note from Paimon.
Paimon here. Not in at the moment, but if anyone needs to borrow her stuff or the Travelers, go ahead and help yourself. Paimon won't be mad.
О, чего у нас там только нет.
Also, Traveler, if you get back before Paimon, make sure to get some rest.
О,
Paimon misses you a lot, but put your health first, all right?
How sweet. Well, since you offered, Paimon, don't mind if I do. This is the Traveler and Paimon's luggage. All the items they use day to day are here. It's well organized. I wonder which of them is responsible for that. What do we have here?
фотография. О,
The camera captured a special moment that can only occur between people who are close to one another. You can really sense how the photographer feels about their subject. I wonder why this picture was placed outside. Is it because Paimon recently looked at it? This must belong to the Traveler. Perfect. Hang in there. We'll find you.
Она хочет использовать шкатулку? Здравствуйте.
Polonia.
А,
Search keyword world formula and bring me all relevant books.
да, конечно, сейчас. А, Извините, это я вообще что-то подрастерялась. Мы играем за Полонию. Это класс. Ищем. О, древний журнал Картер Шербиус. На этом я заканчиваю писать. У меня осталось не так много времени. Надеюсь, все будет хорошо. Фу, ключевые слова не найдены. Пробуйте о Тенеке, об апокалипсисе. В свете изложенных выше строгих доказательств, я считаю, что именно такие обстоятельства следует называть словом «фортуна». То была технология древнего царства Ремурия, а еще выше мудрость. У меня и мысли не было, что идея Ремурия окажется так похожа на расчетную теограмму, названную мной «мировая формула». Это веское доказательство. Человеческая цивилизация в процессе непрерывного исследования и развития постепенно исчерпывает свой потенциал. Возможно, упадок человечества уже наступил. Скажу прямо, уважаемые дамы и господа, апокалипсис близок. Это не бред, не галлюцинации странствующего монаха из Сумеру, а логический вывод, основанный на разуме и естественной философии. Посмотрите на эту диаграмму. Число циклов с сокрытым под сокрытым, то есть число верхних частиц, теперь может равняться только 4. Больше невозможно создать новые мировые циклы с помощью гармонизации. Иными словами, конец этого круга сансары означает конец бесконечного света. Искры цивилизации погаснут, если мы не начнем вводить переменные извне системы. В конце концов, мир изначально был внешним проявлением сна, а следовательно... Ага. Я нашел. Я несу. Ты довольна
Let's
мной?
see. This one is on Tonki sermon dictation. I believe that the correct term for this is fortuna. This was an ancient Remorian technology, a wisdom unparalleled. I never imagined that Remorian ideas would be so similar to the diagram I have named, the world formula. This is strong evidence that human civilization should gradually shed possibilities as it continues to explore and evolve. The end of humankind may well be upon us right now. The sparks of civilization shall run out, unless we consider introducing variables from outside the system.
Таких как, например, путешественник.
Variables. Surely that can only mean one thing. Descenders?
Ага.
Dottore likely captured the traveler because of his descender status. But the Three Moons' authority comes from the world itself. Why would Dottore need anything beyond that? Where does this variable factor in? The world formula calculates the fate of an entire world. Introducing a variable would therefore give us...
Ждите следующей
Polonia.
команды.
Search keyword pathway and bring me all relevant books.
Так, точно. Следую указаниям. О. Древний журнал Жака Пенгольд. Но если все пройдет успешно, то он выживет, как и я. Да. Древний журнал. Неважно, это проблема будущих поколений. Попробуйте оттенки толкования химической свадьбы. Из первоисточников ясно, что явление, названное древними орденами женитьбой, по сути представляет собой взаимопроникновение разных артантов. Как вы видите, это винификус, проводимый движение тремя частицами над царством. Однако его метафизическое происхождение есть излияние 4 частиц под небесной твердью. Алхимики Каэнриах часто пренебрегали метафизическими чувствами, вместо этого преследуя золото в материальном мире, принадлежащем невеждам. Именно поэтому их поверхностные исследования нельзя даже сравнивать с тем великим свершением, которое ждет нас сегодня, с великим свершением, в основе которого лежит теория типов из Древней Лемурии. 3 есть проявление, 4 внутренняя суть, 7 полученные в результате наложения и есть число путей вертикальной трансценденции. Мы называем вышеописанный процесс наложения женитьбой, ибо соединение двух элементов с помощью посредника подобно брачному союзу влюбленных. Наблюдайте и вычисляйте каналы, показанные на диаграмме. Если деконструировать и обратить вспять их действия, это может принести новые идеи. Однако кое о чем нужно обязательно помнить. Если мы решим первую половину проблемы, вторая решится само собой. Все явления мира лежат на виду, а некоторые, хотя и не все, должны оставаться в тени, не потому что они обладают какой-то неприкосновенной святостью, а потому что они не приносят никакой пользы для мировой формулы. Только посредственные умы будут стремиться нарушить запреты, эти глаза невежд запретные и ценные всегда равны. Они не понимают, что запретное, как и обыденное, в большинстве случаев не стоит глубокого изучения. Обратите внимание, мы говорим о наложении вашей мечты на мечту богов, о наложении вашего закона, вашей воли и звездного неба на невыразимые жертвы и отчаяние. Речь не идет о том, чтобы следовать обратному потоку для вознесения к богам. Это неизменная мечта, обреченная на гибель в самом своем зародыше. Я научу вас принципам трансценденции, бесконечного пространства, населенного бесконечными звездами. Мы должны действовать также, отринув ограничения. Выбор разделения ради возможности слияния есть единственный путь, идущий к женитьбе. По сути своей, винификус есть наука и искусство изменения реальности в соответствии с сознанием, а женитьба — это инструмент, посредством которого реализуется это искусство. Искусство не создается ни субъектом, ни объектом, на котором оно создается. Субъектом всегда является и может являться только само сознание. Тот, кто свободен от слабости сознания, не склоняется ни перед богами, ни перед смертью. Мне интересно, кто все это писал из писателей Хойверс. Мне очень интересно взглянуть на этих людей и посмотреть в их глаза.
Otonki Sermon Dictation. Explications on the Chemical Marriage. These titles are pretty esoteric.
Да.
Observe and compute the pathway displayed in the guidance diagram. Deconstructing and reversing its effects could generate potential ideas. So, it's one of Renee's draft lectures. Deconstructing the pathway. I suppose that could lead to a breakthrough. This is so long. This guy sure loves showing off his knowledge. Polonia. Search keyword tree model and bring me all relevant books.
Есть. Целых 3 страницы, вы издеваетесь. Биография гильотина. Путешественник во времени. Наверняка это очень интересно и увлекательно. Ага. Ну, я надеюсь, Сандрона нам сейчас тут все пояснит. Да.
Most of the experimental devices proposed by the Lilia Crucis Ordo are built based on the simple and basic logical structure of a tree model.
Ага.
Lilia Crucis. Guess they were trying to cover up the name of the Nautitzenkreuz Ordo? When Duke St. Germanus departed, he said, "It seems that there's no going back." Alas, he is only a genius when it comes to machines. In all other things, he is but ordinary. Excuse me? I'm sorry. That's just ridiculous. What kind of book is this? Great Detective Herlock, the Alchemist and the Clockwork Saint? Isn't this a novel? Come on. Still, the author swears that they knew Renee well. Whatever. I guess it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Renee would say nonsense like that on occasion. Memory, wishes, souls, and persona. Frankly, this sounds more like occultism, but if Albedo vouches for it, I suppose there must be some alchemical basis to these techniques. The way Alain Guillotin saw it, the world was comprised of machines. The universe needed machines, and thus his technologies were created. That's why I was born. René, his full name was René de Petrichor, if I recall correctly. Sounds like he and the town must be intricately connected. That place was also the source of most of our information regarding Remurian civilization. Seems like some of his projects were based on their technology. The cutting of souls and storing them in vessels. These seemingly unrelated techniques underpinned René's research. Assuming that the four orthants correspond to alchemical categories. The chemical marriage model? Alain would have scoffed at that. He never would have let those theories or parameters anywhere near his mathematical formulas. What was Alain's view on René? I know he mentioned the name, albeit very rarely. Oh, now I remember. Alain's old notes are here too. They mentioned René once. René seemed most out of sorts when he spoke to me. A lack of sweet foods has dulled his mind, I should think. Either way, his words are not to be believed. Yep, that sounds like Alain. My subordinates actually did a half-decent job digging out all these materials. Some of Alain's old files are completely consistent with these records. He must have gotten them from the Tower of Gestalt. I never knew he got his hands on René's records that early. He may have kept them, but he never even attempted to use them. Didn't believe a word they said. Come to think of it, René's world formula was filled with calculations of constants. That shows he believed that the fate of the world to be predetermined. As for Alain, it's been too long. I forget what he said. What would he have said? A guy like him, fervent believer in machines, but not headstrong enough. The world can be changed. It is worth persevering. Yes, that's how he used to think at least. He created that procedure to save this world. Yet the scale of the world's fate proved too enormous. The result was beyond his ability to calculate. He died having never seen the outcome. And there I was, left behind in the ashes of his dreams. Did you really never take a close look at René's research? Or did you read it but deem his philosophy incompatible with your model? The very thought of trying to incorporate his ideas probably made you feel sick to the stomach. Well, don't worry, because there's a whole new category of lunatic in town. You once asked me what I wished for. Should have asked him instead. He's the one pining for things you'd sooner die than witness.
Окей.
Even
Я
the tiniest
верю
variable can make
любому
big
ее
waves
слову.
in the present. Now then, allow me to put these incompatible fragments together in your stead. First, establish and verify the existence of the Great Circle. Absolute nihil on one end, absolute reality on the other. Now, then the construction criteria. Variables. The sparks of civilization shall run out unless we consider introducing variables from outside the system. Input variables. Traverse the world, space-time, and civilization. Then extract the essential nodes from the records to determine which variables they point to. The primordial power that differentiated itself from the void. The power of light. Yes, light. Records. Hyperborea. This is horrendously complicated. After all that, I'm still missing a few variables. I need to think this through again. How do you think it looks, Polonia? Like the frenzied scrawlings of a madwoman? Fine, keep it to yourself. It's not like you can talk anyway. I'll assume you gave it a passing grade. I jest. But true madness does often start with trying to save the world. What would Arlecchino and Colomбина think if they saw this incomprehensible hen scratch? They'd probably have me institutionalized. So would Rosaline. She's been dead for a while now. When I close my eyes and think back, I can still see her face. And that enormous dress she used to wear. Such a bizarre choice. What possessed her? Oh, and no one's asking me, obviously, but I hope you all know that I never wanted to save the world.
Окей,
I'm
хорошо.
not crazy. I don't
Я
have
тебе верю.
delusional
Я тебе верю,
ambitions,
Сандроне.
and that's a clinical fact. The world needs a solution, but I don't need the world's validation. It's the world begging me for answers, not the other way around.
Ага. Я верю любому слову. Время чаепития. У меня немного кипит мозг, поэтому я продолжаю молчать. Ваш чай готов.
Oh, cookies to go with the tea. Let's see. They must be from that person who brought those documents. I see they're from Hotel de Boer. Something's written on the box. We are proud to present this homage to the Fortress of Meropede's fun-filled mill collection system. Fortune cookies. Have a lucky start to your day. Sounds like a dumb gimmick to me. Be early to bed and early to rise. Get plenty of sun and drink plenty of water. Then things will surely go well for you. What?
Ага.
Are you kidding me? Somehow I doubt that an early night and a glass of water is magically gonna save a world on the brink of existential peril.
Мы переключаемся на Арлекино. Я очень рада.
Lady Arlecchino, word has reached us that Lady Marionette's troops are all in position. They are ready to act as soon as the order is given.
Excellent.
The only thing is, they are fewer in number than we expected. It looks like many of them must have lost their lives at the hand of the monsters released by the Doctor.
Это вот те самые пузыри Дотторы, да? которые расширяются.
Can't be helped. Allow them to join our ranks and keep in contact.
As you wish.
Встретитесь с Чайлдом. Вот кого нам здесь еще не хватало, так это Чайлда. Ну, правильно, все остальные предвестники в сборе, чё ему-то здесь не быть. Ну.
It's been a while, Arlecchino. You look well. Did Dottore really have to build his lab right on the sole path between Snezhnaya and nodkrai? Had to go on a huge detour to stay out of its line of sight.
Sounds like an arduous journey. I assume you've brought word from Her Majesty?
Of course, all part of the job. Firstly, the Tsaritsa has authorized Fatui Internal Affairs to review Dottore's case. They will reach a formal verdict on whether he has turned traitor and whether he poses a threat to Snezhnaya.
То есть это они еще будут проверять. Интересно.
While they're working on that, I've been ordered to come and receive the refugees from Nod-Kraya.
They are nearby. My team will escort you to them shortly.
Great. Aside from that, Her Majesty has a message for you and Sandrone personally. Huh? Where is Sandrone?
She stayed behind to work since I was making the trip anyway. It seemed sensible to have one person on standby at base while the other came out to meet you.
All right, guess that's just how she rolls. In that case, tell her that the Tsaritsa's decree this time is pretty awesome sounding. I think she'll like this one. Still, I wonder what... Wait, what's that? Did one of our troops turn into a monster?
Что?
Take him
Извиняюсь,
out.
что? Как замечательно, что ты это заметил, Чайлд.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Overruled.
You've gotten stronger, Arlecchino. Nice.
Stop that right now.
Ага.
I appreciate the praise, but I am not
Я
fighting
тоже
you
хотела
today.
сказать, что сейчас не время.
I knew it.
Witness my rise. Transfixed.
I can't believe it. He was a living, breathing human one moment, and the next.
Не нравится мне это.
Another fine piece of work by our dear colleague, I'm afraid.
What in the world has been going on in Nod-Kraya?
Хороший вопрос, Чайлд.
A lot. But long story short, Dottore stole 2 moon marrows that should have belonged to Colomбина, then built a 3rd moon marrow of his own to concentrate the Trilunar authority in his hands.
What? What do you mean he built a moon marrow? People build roads and houses, not moon marrows. What's his next DIY project? He's gonna build a god?
Ну, как тебе сказать-то, Чайлд? Ну, почти.
You could stand to be less surprised. We are harbingers. The work we are engaged in makes the creation of gods seem mundane by comparison. I tell everyone who asks that you once crossed swords with Rex Lapis while serving as a key supporter for Rosaline's plan. But right now, you're acting like a common adventurer.
Thanks for speaking up for me.
Ага.
Those two really took me for a ride back then.
Как давно это было?
Then again, surely no common adventurer would manage to get tangled up with them the way I did. That's gotta count in my favor, right?
It almost sounds like you wish to repeat the experience. I might have to lower my opinion of you.
No. I'll stop talking. Please, go on.
Dottore is currently still experimenting with his newfound power in ways that continue to corrode the outside world.
Выглядит, конечно, красиво.
As for the human mutation, I believe this is simply a consequence of his experiments, and not that radiant beast was once a subordinate of Sandrone's. I suspect he was only allowed to live so that he could become an experimental subject. Also, those of us who fought Dottore have been afflicted with a curse. As such, I cannot leave Nod-Kraya.
This is so much worse than I thought. No wonder Her Majesty's decree is so extreme. While these exceptional circumstances persist, the Harbingers are hereby authorized to use unilateral executive powers. Should Dottore pose a threat, Arlecchino and Sandrone are permitted to eliminate him.
Это не с радостью.
My thanks to Her Majesty. I will pass these good tidings on to Sandrone.
Her Majesty has also declared that she will refrain from launching an attack on the now evacuated Nod-Kraya due to the presence of unretrieved research material.
A wise decision.
Значит, что-то на Земле останется. Нодкраевцам не придется все заново строить.
By the way, how's my old partner doing? I'm assuming they're with you?
Ну, как тебе сказать?
Partner? You mean the traveler?
Да.
I'm afraid I have bad news. He was captured after our failed assault in Dottore's lab. His whereabouts are currently unknown.
What? Why? Since when does Dottore have a bone to pick with him?
Возненавидеть — это, наверное, неправильное слово. Скорее, ему просто интересно.
That is indeed the question. I'm not sure he does. He must have some other goal in mind.
This won't do. I have to rescue him.
You can't. We have no idea where the traveler is.
What am I supposed to do then? Stand here twiddling my thumbs?
Да, мы еще обещали с ним подраться когда-нибудь потом.
Sandrone is working on it. The best thing you can do right now is
Ну,
complete
приятно
your
видеть,
mission.
что он так о нас переживает. Да. Это греет сердце.
Fine. I guess I'll leave this to you then.
Но, буду честна, если что-нибудь с Чайлдом подобное произойдет, я бы тоже рвалась его спасти. Ага.
One last thing. Tell the rooster to get the message out to the gods and citizens of every nation in Teyvat. Beware. An uncontrollable pollution is spreading forth from Nod-Kraya. The source of that pollution is a madman drunk on the success of his experiments. The Fatui and our allies will endeavor to contain the threat. However, if Nod-Kraya falls, things are likely to escalate. Considering Dottore is one of our own, all Fatui stationed in Nod-Kraya consider it our duty to stay and fight him to the bitter end.
Hey, don't be too pessimistic. If it comes to it, I'm sure Her Majesty won't stand by and do nothing.
I hope you're right.
You're right on time.
Где гуляет странник, а?
Thanks. Hey, do you think I'll get that gliding exam exemption?
Почему тебя это так волнует, Дурин? Его легко сдать.
I made sure I was on my best behavior in Mondstadt. I landed well outside the city and walked in through the gates.
I'll help you apply, don't worry. For now, let's see what we have here.
What are the Doctor's energy fields even made from? The usual attract and repel principles that govern Kuvaki don't seem to apply to them.
They are very mysterious. But ultimately, they appear to be comprised of energies from the three realms. Thanks to research by Master in the Hexen Circle, we know that Teyvat's 7 elements are derived from the more primordial power of the Light Realm, which is antagonistic with the power of the Void Realm. Since you have the power of the Dragon Durin within you, I'm sure you can already tell that this energy field contains no abyssal energy.
That's true. It's not abyssal energy, it's something pure, wild, and untamed.
I've been thinking about something. Do you still remember the device that Dory supplied from the Academia when you and Miss Colomбина fought Raria? That was one of the most marvelous feats of ingenuity I've ever seen. The design, the craftsmanship, the material selection. I couldn't fault any of it.
Ну, так в конце концов, дело рук мастера.
Not to mention the operating principles. Surely the most ingenious feature of all. Dory didn't go into detail on how it functions, but I have a working theory. The clue was that Miss Colomбина was somehow able to use the pyro energy that you provided. despite the fact that, as a moon goddess, she should only be able to use light realm energy in principle. Now, all elemental energy is, of course, derived from light realm energy to begin with. Hence, I suspect that the device works by restoring elemental energy to its original state. This presumes a theoretical model of the seven elements akin to
Да,
that
я
of light
тоже подумала об
refracted
этой
through a prism.
призме.
Perhaps it is no mere analogy. Maybe there is indeed a prism in this model. I almost wonder if the idea for the device was conceived based on direct observations of said prism. It would explain how such an ironclad design concept was achieved. It is at once a masterwork of engineering and a groundbreaking application of the Academia's latest elemental theories.
Прям расплылся в комплиментах. Я вижу странника. Я его вижу. Цель замечена.
I suspect only Lesser Lord Kusanali herself could have devised such an ambitious technology. But back to the energy field before us. If this is pure light realm energy, its relation to elemental energy is one of integration versus division. Or you could say that the former contains the latter. Could this mean that elemental energy can dilute the power of the light realm?
Should we give it a try?
We should.
Ha! It works!
Clear signs of disruption were detected at the periphery of the energy field. This indicates that elemental energy can disturb or even negate the field.
Но не мог же Дотторе это проглядеть.
Now you try.
All right, here goes. It's working!
Switch to abyssal energy and attack again. No surprises there. Abyssal power drains the energy field to a significantly greater extent. I now feel confident in asserting that the energy field is indeed pure light realm energy, and that elemental energy can dilute it.
But the energy field is huge! How much elemental energy will it take to neutralize it?
We don't have to neutralize it completely. We can try other approaches.
Мы можем сделать небольшой лаз и посмотреть, что там внутри.
That's all for theory. Would you like to continue watching?
So you knew I was here.
Да, уже заприметили тебя.
Huh?
Мы просто
When did you get here?
молчали из вежливости.
A while ago. But Albedo sounded like he was working on his thesis defense back there. Back in Sumeru. You can end a person's whole career by interrupting them mid-speech.
Жестко.
Very thoughtful of you. I'm truly touched. Could I ask you to lend me a hand?
With what?
A little test. Try using Animo to unleash a concentrated assault with circular blades, with the goal of breaking through at a singular point.
Его атаки очень подходят для пробития барьера, потому что они очень быстрые и достаточно все-таки сильные. Да? Угу.
Nice! This time it tore through the field.
Tremendous. This is a major breakthrough.
Should we go through?
We probably shouldn't risk having mutually antagonistic energies in such close proximity. Durin, you stay here and watch the entrance. Hat Guy and I will go in to investigate.
Sounds sensible to me. Keep your eyes peeled, Durin.
Don't
Мне
worry,
нравится,
I
как
got this.
смягчается его
You two be
взгляд.
careful in there. Just give me the signal if you need help, and I'll dive right in.
What do you
Хорошо.
mean, signal?
It's based on a new alchemical concoction I developed last month. When two bottles of it are smashed on the ground together, they emit a blinding burst of light. If it comes to that, remember to shield your eyes with your hat.
Ага, это, я думаю, нам пригодится.
Glad I asked. Thanks for the heads up.
Ага. Видели вот это вот его глаза. Что ж. Вот, я спрашивала, вот, я и получила. Странник. Так, с Турином поговорить мы не можем. Поэтому давайте посмотрим, что там внутри.
Like I thought. Beyond a certain distance, we can't see the opening where we came in. Maybe that's to prevent people from escaping.
Sounds like Dottore style to me.
То есть их тут накрыли куполом.
Not much has changed. Things are basically the same here as they were before the energy field appeared.
О, что у нас с картой происходит? Вы видите это? Наша карта сходит с ума. Ох. Ох. Эта область была поглощена энергетическим полем. Никто не знает, что там происходит у нас. Аж экран залагал. Доктора, не ломай игру, пожалуйста. Оф. Чем дальше мы заходим, тем как-то тяжелее становится. Все расплывается.
Too slow.
Звук тоже должен ломаться, или это чисто мой прикол? А здесь люди чувствуют себя неважно, но рядом с ними есть животные, причем с каждым из них. Это... Я даже не знаю, как комментировать. Это немного жутковато. Они присматривают за ними. Они пытаются привести их в чувство. Вот этого я вижу впервые. Кто это?
We can only assume they're dead. But there are no visible wounds. Also, there's an animal squatting next to each body.
It's watching us. That's not an animal's gaze.
What
are you trying to tell us?
Doesn't seem eager to talk. I guess maybe it's just an animal after all.
Let's keep looking around.
Я даже не знаю, что думать.
Same situation everywhere. Not a living soul in sight. Just countless bodies with animals standing watch over them.
Well, I think we can safely rule out the possibility that they're all pets.
Я думаю, мы можем исключить такую вероятность.
Is skirting around the topic your way of showing consideration for other people's feelings?
Just being cautious. I don't doubt that you can handle the truth.
Careful.
О, что?
Please, help us. Please.
Over there, I hear a voice.
Это ты говоришь? Кто-то наверху, кто-то наверху.
Too slow. Quit
following me. Huh. The wind rises.
Please, help us. Please.
Это...
What happened here?
I don't know. Suddenly, everyone
птица?
collapsed. Then my line of sight got lower. I still have some of my senses left. I gotta get out of here.
Это... Люди переместились в животных?
It looks like there's a huge experiment going on inside this energy field.
Ага.
Maybe each energy field is its own giant experiment. Vile.
He's swapping human minds with those of animals. Even without the other circumstances, this would be an extremely radical experiment.
Вопрос. Если у вас будет шанс поменяться сознанием с животным, то с каким? С каким животным вы бы поменялись сознаниями?
Those people may have lost their sense of selves, but they are not fully animals either. If they were, they would have left. But instead, their instincts are driving them to remain by their dead bodies.
Жуть какая.
We should go. No sense in sticking around here longer than we need to.
Agreed.
Давай, пойдем отсюда. Мне здесь не нравится. Мне здесь совсем не нравится. Это слишком жутко. И причем, чем глубже мы заходим, тем хуже все становится вокруг.
Ah, you're back. Everything okay?
We saw some things that take a strong stomach. Otherwise, we're fine.
We should share our findings with the others.
Yes? Who is it?
Miss Nefer, it's me, Albedo. We found a way to break through the energy fields. With enough control, it's possible to tear them open using elemental energy. Also, we managed to take a look inside. Dottore is carrying out his cruel experiments on an immense scale. Any residents who have failed to evacuate in time will likely meet a grisly end.
Sounds like he's living down to our expectations.
Might I ask how things are proceeding on your end?
I'm just about to get started. I'll be in touch once I have a result.
Understood. Stay safe.
I will.
Well, Nefer, I'll link up with you once my tasks are complete.
What makes you think I'd need you to do that?
I'll need it. And considering the way you approach certain matters, I think you'll be better off with me present.
Let's begin. Entering simulation mode. A vast wasteland. Is this the traveler's inner world? I was expecting something more vibrant, to be honest. Wait, someone's there.
Люмин.
What are you looking at? In that case, I'll look at it with you. I want to know all about everything you've seen and experienced. Is there somewhere I should return to? Or should I stay here and be the hero everyone says I am?
Наверняка путешественник часто об этом думает.
I don't dislike my current life. Roaming the land, fighting battles, accomplishing missions, earning a living, looking after Paimon. It's not so bad.
Да, это неплохая жизнь.
I guess the only thing that's missing is that you're not here with me.
This is the conscious layer, which contains a person's true feelings. It is filled with both longing and kindness.
I suppose anyone who lives long enough ends up wishing for someone who can't be there. Maybe it's the only way we can feel truly alive.
Time to delve a little deeper.
Стоит ли, а?
Nasha Town is hardly the optimal choice for a place to live.
Мы все еще слушаем лекции Дотторы, да?
And a reasonable population density.
What are you trying to say?
Oh, don't be nervous. I was just thinking where might make a good starting point for your journey. Perhaps I should send you further afield. Conria, perhaps.
Conria ceased to exist long ago.
Once again, you fail to understand the possibilities that the Tri-Lune creates. Anything that has existed in the past, I can now recreate. You simply do not wish to see that happen. That might be because you miss your sibling and fear getting answers that you are not ready to learn. But this is not for me to judge. If we are to collaborate, we need to maintain an amicable relationship. In a moment, you will be able to...
Он заметил? Он заметил? Конечно, он заметил.
What are you... What are you gonna do?
Don't move. Something unwanted has crept into... Oh? Gone as quickly as it came.
Хорошо, что она успела. Ага. Осторожно бы ты использовал свою коробочку Нефер.
Did you save me?
If I hadn't cut the connection, Dottore might have caught you from the other side and destroyed you. This was a good idea, but once is plenty. You were exceptionally brave. Excellent work.
Thanks, but now's not the time for that.
Albedo speaking.
I think I know where he is.
What is this endless darkness? I can't see anything, even though my eyes are wide open. But why? What happened?
Ah, sorry about that.
Он хотя бы извинился.
I take it you didn't notice. Just now, a friend of yours took a little peek into your mind.
Oh.
Could it be Nefer? How did she do it? Did she use something as a medium to connect to me?
Do you think she's aware of your current circumstances? Oh dear. Have I stunned you into silence? I only wanted to slow down your time a little so I could stop your intruder in her tracks. It would have been nice to capture the spy.
Нет, не надо.
I must say, I'm finding the ability to adjust the flow of time rather intriguing. The moment you closed your eyes, time seemed to grow impossibly viscous, didn't it? A whole month passed before you opened your eyes again, but only for you. No one else was affected. I dare say this is something only a god can achieve.
Point taken. You've proven once again that you have god-tier powers.
Нашему путешественнику, видимо, уже достало слушать его.
Oh, you misunderstand. This wasn't about proving a point. I was testing things out. I find I learn best by doing, and I have to admit, time is not the easiest dimension to control. I only wanted to make you sleep for a short while, but it ended up lasting a whole month. Clearly some finesse is required to wield the authority over time as I wish. I hope you're not angry with me. It was only a month's discrepancy, nothing too serious. Had I been off by a year, a decade, or even a century, that would have been quite a different story.
Не надо так делать больше. Тогда ладно, доктор.
You could have frozen me for millions of years. So much for collaboration. You aren't showing much sincerity.
Millions of years? To what end? I wonder if you don't understand humans all that well. They are very pragmatic creatures who understand only that which they can perceive with their senses. If I had you sit here for a week, I imagine people might sympathize. But if I left you here for 100, 1,000, or 10,000 years, the sheer size of that number would cause it to lose all meaning to them. They would not have the capacity to comprehend your suffering, and thus they could not empathize.
Вы знаете, в этом Доктора может быть прав. По крайней мере, это точно работает со мной. Потому что, если вы вспомните сюжетку Ханкай Стар Рейла, сюжет Камфориуса, то то, что меня там раздражает, это очень большие числа. А именно очень большие временные отрезки, которые проходят персонажи в своих путешествиях. Потому что когда кто-то проходит через, например, тысячелетние ожидания или многовековые миллионные циклы, я уже больше не могу им сочувствовать. У меня только непонимание того, как данный персонаж еще не свихнулся.
Unfortunately, while gods do exist in Tevat, it is ordinary humans that account for most of the population. Their lifespans are so limited, their bodies so fragile. Did you ever really hope that they could begin to understand someone like you?
Ну, может, мне и не надо, чтобы они меня понимали.
Your long life and unique origins make you fundamentally different from them. How long will it be before they start to treat you like the alien you are? Before you are ostracized, outcast?
Я думаю, должно пройти много времени.
Alien?
Even I feel bad for you sometimes. This world has made you into a slave. So many times you have served its will, and not once have the powers that be ever thought to grant you the one simple thing you wish for. You have been treated most unfairly. I can change that. I will grant you special privileges and give you back the status you rightly deserve as a descender.